Welcome, Pacific Beach Presbyterian Church. This is our weekly update. We just have a few things to update you on, to make you aware. And then I have just some personal comments that I would like to share with all of you. First of all, Lisa will be on vacation this week, getting ready for various things. And so she'll be back to work on the budget meeting and help us do the budget as well as with session next week. Also, we are going to begin our Bible studies on adult studies on Hosea, not starting this Sunday, but a week from Sunday, the 17th. So we will make sure that we get to you a list of all the sermons and the texts in the email coming out to remind you so that you can, catch up and read those texts. Hosea is exciting. It's a wonderful book, and I'm glad that I thought that this was a worthy way to spend our time on Sunday morning in the next few weeks, at the beginning of the year. Session is coming up very soon. We'll be working on our budget. So please pray for us, the session, as we go through things. You know, it's awful tight out there. Every church is working with very tight budgets. So nobody's a stranger to this. And we'll be working as best we can to honor all of the gifts and everything that you have given and all that you desire for us to do for the church and the community. Now, I would like to just offer a brief personal note. All of you, like me, have been watching the scenes from the Capitol today. It's so strange that I am working on the book of Hosea, which in the first two chapters explains a complex but wonderful relationship between God and his people. In the first chapter, as you know from last week's sermon, that God was very angry. And there was kind of a retributive message and tone to the things that he was saying. But in the end, these were correctional features for Israel. They needed to be corrected. But in the second chapter, things just take on a whole nother dimension. As you were well aware that Hosea was asked to go and marry a prostitute and then invest his life in her, love her, bring her back, forgive her in times of trouble. This was all his ministry and mission to show Israel the love of God. And that's my sermon this week, is the love and justice of God. God reaching out with pure leadership and saying that he wants now to bring back Israel, to bring a sense of justice back. But he's got to step into the whole process. He's got to step into their lives. What we have witnessed today at the Capitol is dishonoring not only to our country, but if there is any Christians in that crowd, they are dishonoring God. This is not a protest of words. It is not a protest of dissenting. It is a mob. And it is ugly. And I am extremely disappointed in our American citizens that are doing this. We need to hold our head up in these days. We have a pandemic that we're facing. It won't be over till next year, way into next year. We are facing enormous economic difficulties. And yet this protest really was about nothing. It was tragic. I think that we need to pray so desperately in these weeks and months to come for our country. It is what an honorable, respectful Christian would do. God, when Israel messed up, when they were misguided and they went their own way, what did God do? He waited patiently for them, reached out and brought them home and embraced them. At least that's what Hosea is saying. We have to pray for those people that are causing such destruction and endless suffering for some people. And you know that there are some critically hurt right now. And there's going to be more because they're bringing in the militia. We have to pray deeply that they will somehow come to their senses and realize that this is dishonoring God and their country, their towns, their families. I really don't know what else to say, other than I feel the pain that this is causing in the world, not just us, but in the world, to see our country fall apart in such a way. I truly never thought I'd see in my lifetime a storming of the Capitol. Knowing our history and knowing the suffering that it caused during the Civil War and others, I just think this is madness. So I think we need to really pray. And I'm thinking about trying to organize something for us that we could all be involved in this together. It means a lot to embrace each other, even though we can't physically, with the truth and justice and love of God at a time of unparalleled grief in our nation. Be safe, be well, go with God, and I will be talking to you very soon. Thank you.